sudden death after attempts to save his life failed. The apparent cause, according to his personal physician, Dr. George Nicopolis, is a heart attack. The singer's father, Vernon Presley, has requested that an autopsy be performed.
What's up, guys? So I bring you a very interesting story today about the coffin photo of Elvis. Who took it? How much were they paid? How they were allowed to actually get the shot in, and without being caught. And so this picture was published in 1977, just a few weeks after Elvis died, September 6th. The National Enquirer was the magazine that actually came out with this photo and published it. So here are the details of it. Alright, so it sold 6.5 million copies. I remember my mom actually telling me that she went into one of the stores that day, or just shortly thereafter, and saw the photo of Elvis on the magazine, and they were, my mom and grandma were just totally like surprised to actually see Elvis, from his funeral. And it was a private funeral. Well, they did let fans and stuff come by, but they were checked their security there, so this was obviously something that snuck by them. Here's some of the details about what happened. Alright, so according to reports, the National Enquirer, once they found out that Elvis had died, they flew like 5 to 6 reporters into Memphis an hour later, and they stayed at a hotel in the area, and they flew in with $50,000 to pay certain people to tell them stories, facts, any type of details about what was going on. Maybe they could get a picture. And so basically they tried and tried, but they didn't get any luck, with anything. So one of the reporters allegedly went into a bar just after Elvis's death, and they found Elvis's cousin, Bobby Mann, and they talked to him and they bribed him and told him that if they gave him $18,000, could he go in and get a picture of Elvis. And he went in there with like a spy camera and was able to get the photo, but I don't know how they were able to get the photo. What happened was Elvis's cousin tried a few times to get the photo, and he kept messing up the photo, allegedly. Some of it was not in focus. One was just, I believe, just a picture of the casket, but not Elvis, because he had to take it so fast, I guess. But finally, so he had to go back a few times to actually get this photo. And I guess the last time was it. And it made it to the front page of the National Enquirer. So the National Enquirer made over $6 million for this photo, but they only paid Elvis's cousin $18,000. That's a pretty good profit right there. And just a few points I want to make about this is imagine Vernon, Lisa, even Priscilla and other close family members going to the grocery store and seeing a photo of Elvis in his casket there. That they have to be like, how did that happen? I don't know how. It must have been some of the private viewings when they were letting family in. Nobody was around, he was able to sneak it, which is kind of like Judas mentality, you're Elvis's cousin and you're gonna go sell him out like that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for all the cards and letters that you have sent since the passing away of my son, Elvis. We have all the flowers and the letters and the cards, which we will eventually get around to answering the majority of them. But I just wanted you to know that we appreciate them very much, appreciate your concern, and you have been a great help to me and the family during this time of grief. I'd like to thank CBS for allowing me this opportunity to do this, to let you know that we did receive your cards and all the flowers. And ladies and gentlemen, this picture that you have just seen is the last live performance that Elvis ever done on stage. Thank you. God bless you.
So I want to talk to you guys about a little touching story before I wrap up this video about Lisa and Elvis. So Lisa, you know, was there for the viewing of Elvis, and she was there when Elvis was still at Graceland, you know, during the funeral and all that. And so Lisa wanted, she had a bracelet and she wanted Elvis to be buried with it. So she asked, I believe it was the funeral director, if she was able to give this to her dad. And you know, the guy said, yeah, sure. But you know, Lisa, the guy says, was like very shy, didn't want to be around the body. And so she gave him, the funeral director, the bracelet. And he's like, well, what wrist do you want it on? What? And she just kind of, she didn't like point to her dad's wrist. She just kind of like pointed on her own wrist, and then he, you know, just put it on there. And I guess Priscilla told the guy later, you know, make sure that you cover that bracelet with Elvis's cuff, you know, maybe so it would be stolen. And just a sad time for the family. So in light of the week that it is, Elvis week, you know, it's August 17th, the day after Elvis's death date. And I just wanted to bring you this interesting bit of information about, you know, how Elvis's photo wound up on the National Enquirer. It was actually his cousin that was paid $18,000, and it was sold to National Enquirer, and they made a ton of money off it. And so anyway, that's the video for today. I hope you've enjoyed this bit of information. Make sure you like the video, share it with others, and hit the subscribe button. And we'll talk to you next time.
But even though you hurt me, yeah, like nobody else could ever do, I would never